Hey folks, it's Rob, and this is Without Within, a game that showed up, I think about a week ago for free on Steam. And I actually had one of my viewers actually request to see me do this game. So thought, yeah, okay, why not? I mean, it's free. There's nothing stopping me. My understanding is more going to be, well, going in, my expectation is it's supposed to be very Japanese, and it is supposed to be more of a visual text kind of adventure game, I'm thinking. Kind of like Sunrider, maybe, but without the combat elements. I'm not sure what I'm getting into exactly here. Options-wise, we have windowed or full screen. We can read or skip. We can have the text speed move at a certain speed. We have volume. I have turned down the volume a little. We have English. I think one of these is Japanese. I don't know. I'm certain some of you do. Some of you out there do. Congratulations. I had 10 weeks of Mandarin. I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even draw one character anymore, I think. So, let's start. I mean, I got nothing else here. Vinty, 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 Vinty. The chants of my fans echoed through the door in front of me. Okay, so it's Vinty, 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 Vinty. Alright. Do I, hit space? Okay, I click. One of my two bodyguards wrapped his hand around the doorknob. Please prepare yourself, Miss Vinty. Once I open this door, we'll head straight for our limo. The guard had no reason to fret. I had long since grown used to these crowds. Still, I nodded to put him at ease. After taking a deep breath, he pushed the door open. A crowd of hundreds raised their cameras as soon as I stepped out. My guards waved their arms to shoo them away. This red carpet was for me to walk on, after all. I blew a kiss for these star-struck peasants. Well, nice. Peasants. That's way to warm me up to the main character. Okay. Miss Vinty, please, let us hurry, my bodyguard said. Too bad for him. I strutted along like a model on a catwalk. I'm a model, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. A group of reporters managed to worm through the crowd. They had now tiptoed over my guards in hopes of scoring that exclusive. Vinty, how does it feel to have won our Calligrapher of the Year award? A reporter asked me. Before I could answer, another dozen people shouted over each other, hoping for my attention. Vinty, may I get a photo with you? Can you sign some autographs for my kids, and two for me, of course? I can't believe I'm staying this close to Vinty. My fans stamped their dirty shoes all over the red carpet. Finally, my bodyguards pulled out their pepper sprays to keep these fans in check. Pfft, take that, you scum. A young male reached in my direction despite having a spray aimed at his face. Rather admirable for a peasant. I extended a hand for this male fan to kiss. Unfortunately for him, he fainted at the sight of my perfectly polished nails. I reached my limousine at last. Bodyguards opened the door for me, and as I climbed in, my trailing fans snapped as many photos as they could. Miss Vinty! Miss Vinty! The crowd chanted as my car window pulled up. How odd. They never referred to me as Miss. Oh, my graceful presence must have been too much for their sanity. These poor things. Miss Vinty! Miss Vinty! Oh. Well, I had fun while it lasted. At least I got to ride the limousine for a good 30 seconds. In real life, my only registered vehicle was, well, my 10-year-old bicycle. My apartment had no space for a car anyway. Actually, this single room with cracked walls might be an insult to the word apartment. Pull up those curtains for a spectacular $1 view, featuring a sewage pipe and a wall tainted with yellow. Just open the window if you wish to smell the sewage as well. A breathtaking experience. By the way, sorry, I needed to take back the one-room thing. The place actually had 2 rooms, thank you very much. The second room happened to be a toilet. That still counted, right? The toilet clogged 3 times a month, so be careful when using it. Miss Vinty! Miss Vinty! A woman's voice echoed from outside. She was no fan, but rather my landlady. I glanced over at the clock. 6 a.m. Waiting another hour or 2 would have been nice. She probably just wanted to tell me about our rent rise. Nothing good ever came out of that woman's mouth. I'd be better off staying in bed. Rise and shine. Coming! As I changed into something more appropriate, the landlady still kept knocking. I said I was coming, did I not? Maybe I should walk out naked if that was what she dug. If this were a game, we might get a sale boost, too. Good morning, Miss Vinty, the landlady asked. I must ask, what's with that hair? It looks like you just woke up. That's because I did. It's a waste for young ladies like you to sleep away your youth. The landlady shook her head. She had no right to preach to me like this. I wanted to tell her, but decided against it, as doing so would give her an excuse to lecture me further. With her size, if I enraged her, she would squash me into a Vinty-flavored pancake. Miss Vinty, your rent was due 3 days ago. Oh. Well, at least there was no rent increase. Sorry, madame. My next paycheck will come after tonight's shift, so I'll pay you first thing tomorrow morning. Landlady grunted. All right. Just know that if this keeps up, you'll have to find somewhere else to live. She spun around to leave. Once she disappeared behind the corridor, I kicked my door shut, causing a piece of my cracked wall to fall off. I tried shoving the piece back into place. My effort resulted in more wall fragments flaking off. Great. Landlord would make me pay for that next month. Once I became an accomplished calligrapher, she would beg for a chance to shine my shoe. Hey, I sounded a bit ranty there, but that was never my intention. A lot of famous people had humble beginnings. I would follow in their footsteps, but first I needed to put in the work. So I guess I got a loading screen here. And so I returned to the busiest street in my area. With my calligraphies spread before me, I sat on the concrete and rested my back against the fence. Car horns blared behind me, mixed with people shouting things about each other's mothers. These cars kept expelling fumes that made me choke, just one of the many things I dealt with in the name of art. Pedestrians took up almost every inch of space on the street ahead. Surely this would be the day when somebody spotted my talent. As always, no one afforded me anything more than a passing glance, and my will soon dwindled. Let's be honest, I never expected to be showered with praise by every head who passed here. What was the old saying? 10% of the people you reached out to will buy your work. I could live with that. Even just 1%. Please. Anything but 0. I wanted to scream at these people. They had no idea just how much sweat I poured into these calligraphies. I think it'll be fun to rant. Enough was enough. I sprang off the ground and kicked the fence behind me. Crowds stared as I ranted on and on about their ignorance. I felt so good to let loose. If these people knew how to spot real art, my career would have already kicked off. 2 days later, my eruption made its way to the internet. Guys, make sure never to buy anything from her. She's nuts. Who do you think she is? Spread the news, everyone. We need to make sure people like that never get anywhere. My career was doomed. If I knew one mistake would destroy everything, I would have kept my trap shut. I wish I could relive that day. It's a bad end, kids. Yeah. Now, course, in the nature of these games, I could have placed a save point a long way in there, and then I would have been able to make the decision in a different way. And it has a branching story, of course. So there's no reason, if you're interested in this game, not to try it for yourself. It is available for free on Steam. The link will be below. And if you enjoyed the show, I appreciate your comments below. A like or a subscribe, even if you feel that's what's that strongly about it, I would appreciate it. I do thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day, folks. Goodbye.